The Christmas season is here. The holidays are a season of lights, and in that spirit, we are going to share with you a great light display called the Winter Lantern Festival in Williamsburg, Virginia, taking place select nights now through January 11th, 2026. Before we show you some highlights from that event, I want to mention that this is video 1 in my 12 Vlogs of Christmas series. The most videos I've ever posted in 1 month up until now was 9. My average is 6. This month, I'm going to try to create 12 videos full of holiday cheer. So please subscribe and click the notification bell to enjoy lots of festive happenings with us as I try to get 12 videos posted by Christmas Day. And if not by Christmas, by New Year's night. On a cool night in Williamsburg, we traveled through a trail of glowing Chinese lanterns lit up by LED lights. The lanterns' designs are inspired by Chinese folklore. It was interesting exploring the artistry of these lanterns as we learned a bit about their culture. We aren't going to show all of the lanterns, but we will definitely share highlights with you and tell you about the price and other details of this event. But before we get to more lanterns, we come to the event tent, which featured some food and entertainment.
The tent had some vendors selling Chinese artwork, as well as toys for the kids. And even snacks, which featured Chinese cuisine mostly. But the main attraction in the tent was a group of award-winning Chinese acrobats. First up was this woman who juggled umbrellas with her feet. Juggled probably isn't the right verb for what she was doing, but I'm not sure how to describe it. Thankfully, this is a video and not an audiobook, so you can see it for yourself. Next up was a juggler who juggled increasing numbers of balls as his act went on. By the time he finished, he was juggling at least 8 balls. Next was a demonstration of the Chinese art of face changing, which I had never heard of. But basically, the performer was wearing a mask and kept on changing masks in a way that seemed impossible as we stood looking at it. It was a pretty cool sleight of hand, or sleight of face. There were a couple of pretty awesome balancing acts in the show as well. The crowd was thoroughly entertained through this show that lasted almost half an hour. There was also a musical act who was wrapping up on stage when we entered prior to the acrobat show, so we didn't get to see anything but the closing moments of that performance. There were several shows by the acrobats and the musician throughout the night. As we exited the tent, there were light-up seesaws and light-up swings that families were enjoying.
This Lantern Festival takes place most Thursday through Sunday nights now through January 11th at Jamestown Settlement, a recreation of the first permanent English colony in North America. There was a Chinese zodiac display which featured each of the 12 animals that make up this tradition, which goes back about 2,000 years. A sign nearby explains that each animal embodies unique traits of character and fortune, symbolizing harmony between humanity and nature. There were also lanterns resembling the famed terracotta army, the earthenware statues of soldiers, generals, horses, and chariots that were found guarding the tomb of a Chinese emperor from around 200 BC. Since this takes place in the historic Jamestown colony, at one point you're walking through the life-sized recreation of the town's fort. There are no lanterns inside the fort, but the trail does take you right through that area so you can get a glimpse of it. We enjoy visiting the living museum known as Jamestown Settlement and definitely encourage a visit if you are in Williamsburg, Virginia. Tickets for the event are a couple dollars less expensive on Thursday and Sunday nights than they are on Friday and Saturday nights. Tickets are $24.99 on Fridays and Saturdays for adults, which they categorize as people 13 years of age and older. There are discounts for senior adults, the military, and kids under 13. Timed entry tickets are available through the winterlanternfestival.com website. Walking through the hundreds of lanterns on display will take about an hour, so give yourself an hour and a half if you want to go in the tent to enjoy the acrobats. If you are going to Williamsburg in the coming weeks to experience Christmastown at Busch Gardens or Colonial Williamsburg's Grand Illumination, we definitely suggest checking out the Winter Lantern Festival if you have a free night during your trip. Speaking of those events, click the links at the end of this video to check out our tour of Busch Gardens Christmastown and Colonial Williamsburg's completely free Christmas event, the Grand Illumination. And be sure to click the subscribe button and the notification bell so we can see you the next time we're traveling through the holidays.